The Great Wall is directed by Yimou Zhang. Sorry if I messed your name up, but you're the director of this film. And it stars Matt Damon, Pedro Pascal from Game of Thrones, and Willem Dafoe. And it tells the completely fictional story of two European traders looking for gunpowder in China who somehow get embroiled in this battle against lizard creatures who are trying to take over the Great Wall of China. I didn't like this film. To give the film some credit, it does start by saying this is not true. This is a legend. It says the Great Wall of China was built for a number of reasons. Some are fact, some are legend. This is a legend. And I saw that and I was like, okay, good job. You said your story is not true. That's just clarifying it. And that's pretty much the best thing this film does ever. It starts out by showing us our two main characters. Their lines aren't that good, their accents are all over the place. Pedro Pascal, I guess he was Spanish in the film, but Matt Damon, my god, what were you doing in this film? Ah, yeah, his accent couldn't make up its mind whether it was Irish, American, Scottish. I had no idea what it was. It was like, hey, my name's Matt Damon. That was it. Oh, this film. Yeah. It also didn't help that in the theatre that I was watching the film in, the subtitles for the Chinese people, yeah, they were cut off. So it was like, you could only see the top half of every single letter. So you could pretty much make out what they were saying, but it wasn't doing itself any favours for my review. Jeez. The first battle scene in the film isn't actually that bad. There are some cool visuals. The lizards, they don't look that good. You can tell it's CGI. It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
But it's kind of fun to see Matt Damon shooting arrows and slicing their heads off. That was fun for the first battle. That same battle sequence repeats itself 3 other times in the film, and it literally goes down the exact same way. Like, the first time you see the battle, it looks cool, because it's the first time you're seeing it. But when they do the exact same thing 2 or 3 other times in the film, you know what's going to happen. You expect everything that's going to happen, and it got really boring. And in between the battle sequences, when they're actually trying to develop characters, was one-on-one moments between people. It's just so boring. About half an hour into the film, I was already checking my watch to see how much time was left. In an action film directed by a very well-regarded Chinese director, apparently he's made some very good films before this, but in his first venture into American cinema, I guess that's why Matt Damon had to star in it, to appeal to American people, it's just boring, and the worst thing an action film can be is boring. Most of the script is very cheesy. They try and do some one-liners, like between Matt Damon and Pedro Pascal. One's like, do you think they'll hang us now? I could do with a rest. Great, that's a fantastic line. Keep that up. Yeah, and they did. The whole film. As you can tell, you really shouldn't see The Great Wall. Wow. There's no real visual flair to the film. It's all very grey and dull looking. It borrows heavily from the Battle of Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, and you just wish you were watching Lord of the Rings. It borrows from like every single fantasy film you've ever seen involving dragons and arrows and archers and defending battles and castles and stuff. It's not original. It doesn't look good. It's boring. It has uninteresting characters. Like when one of the generals died, I didn't even care about him because he hardly said anything in the film, and when he did, it was in Chinese with subtitles that were cut off halfway. Like, what can I do? What can I do to like this film? Willem Dafoe is in the film. He was like top billing, I guess, for American people to see. Like, oh, Willem Dafoe's in the film. I guess I should go and see it now because he was in Spider-Man and other things too. He's in it for like 10 minutes, and his character he's creepy. He's like, I'm Willem Dafoe. Give me gunpowder. Look what it's done to me. This, I have no words to describe. I have plenty of words, actually. That was a lie. I have many words to describe how bad this film is. So Willem Dafoe, he wants gunpowder too, so he gets in a plot with Pedro Pascal's character to try and get out with the gunpowder, ditch Matt Damon. I don't even care if I'm spoiling the plot. I'm very sorry. I don't normally do spoilers, but this film deserves to be spoiled. Because nobody's going to say... Well, Chinese people will see this film. But all you people who I am talking to, I don't think I'm talking to China, I'm talking to anyone who watches my videos, don't go and see The Great Wall. Go and see Fist Fight, or just wait for Logan to come out. Wait for a good film to come out. None of these character motivations make sense. Nothing makes sense in this film. Motivations are all over the place. You don't understand why these characters do what they do. And then at the end of the film, at one point, it's like characters are talking in one scene, and then it immediately cuts to these balloons, and these people are flying away in giant balloons. And I'm like, where did you get these balloons from? I look away for 1 second and the screen is filled with giant balloons. This film made me crazy by balloons. They killed my mind with balloons. The Great Wall is one of the most instantly forgettable films I've ever seen. It's a boring action film, but I guess I will remember this film as that Chinese alien film with Matt Damon's crazy accent. Matt Damon, what were you doing in this film? It's by far Matt Damon's worst film, I will definitely say, but I will remember the film for nothing other than those things. I'm going to give The Great Wall a D+. Like I said, there's one good action scene. One. And it's competently made. It's directed fairly well. That's all I can say for the film. Don't go and see it. I've actually had a surprisingly good time trashing this film. So, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Hopefully I can trash more films, but there have to be bad films for me to do that. I'm really hoping that more films that come out soon will be good, and I will be talking about those soon. Until the next time, goodbye.